So a lot of echoes from the past. Legend of Korra episode 4, The Calling. Now this episode really just had a lot of connections from the Last Airbender series. You have 3 kids, very young, heading off on a quest together, which was very reminiscent of Katara, Sokka, and Aang going off on the start of their mission. And it was really interesting seeing the sibling dynamic that we haven't really had. We've had some with like Mako and Bolin, but none from a really young age since like Katara and Sokka, I think. So that was cool. I really love how the airbenders fly. I think that's a really cool dynamic that they added and design that they added to this season. The music in this episode was the first time this season that I've stopped and been like, this is really good music. I'm enjoying this quite a bit. Reminding me of last season's music that I thought was just really epic and really captured the tone very well. Milo was finally likable for me. Oh, he's been an annoying character for the majority of Legend of Korra series, and finally he's somewhat likable. He's never going to be my favorite character by any stretch, but I enjoyed his presence on the screen this time. Also, finally getting a little more of Jinora and Ikki. Still, Jinora's introduction isn't anything huge, but maybe they're going with something because she seems very secluded, almost an air of I'm better than you in her character. So maybe this is all actually building up to the writers' some sort of revelation about her character and where she is, and it will have a larger part in the grander story. I hope that's the case. Again, I love Toph and how she connects us with the Last Airbender series with her stories about Aang being a pain in the butt, and even like being in the swamp, and you get a lot of imagery that is very reminiscent of the Last Airbender series. Toph really felt like the new guru, teaching the Avatar how to overcome fears of the past and embrace kind of inner balance. I didn't really have a lot of complaints for this episode. I think I'm trusting the writers a lot more as to where they're going with the story, and it's really too early to kind of start nitpicking before I see how it plays out. The one thing I really do hope is that Korra's arc is not over, because I was very intrigued by her character this season, with her having to kind of overcome some inner struggles, and it kind of seems like she has done that already. So I really hope there's still more depth in her character that we'll see in the episodes to come. Well, until then.